Hey guys, sorry. Hey Steven, hey Santee. Hope you guys are doing well today. Happy Monday. Um, Apparently the computer shut down at one point in time over the weekend, so now I got to re-enter everything and save it. So give me just a second, get that put in there, get this shared out, and yeah, I know that ghost called me king. I kind of puffed my chest out a little bit for that one. I wish there was a way to keep things saved on these when they shut off and stuff. All right, there's that. Then we can do the old sherry poo thing. There's a sherry poo. And okay, now we're ready. No, it actually called Heather Princess. Right after it said king, it said princess. That's when she went, oh. Oh, happy Monday, guys. Woke up this morning and I wasn't sure if there was going to be a stream or not. I was just whooped. Straight up whooped. I need to check this, see how loud this music is. No, it's not loud at all. I was trying some new feature on here. They actually have background music, but sadly enough, you can't put your own music on there. So I'm stuck with the digital poopy caca that got stuck on StreamYard. Well, for like another 3 or 4 days, then I lose StreamYard. It should be coming up, I think, on like the 3rd or 4th time to do the repayment thing for the month. And good morning, Rich. Hope you guys are doing good. Heather's nice. Heather is. She's a beautiful girl. Both of them are really pretty. I've always been kind of a blonde or a redhead kind of person, though, and it's real pretty. The spirits think so too. I mean, she was getting all kinds of communication when they were down in the basement, doing spirit box stuff and everything. I think, if I remember correctly, one of them called her a hoe. So, but they were both getting touched, and they both felt things around them and stuff. So, God only knows. Their music selections suck. I played around with it before one of my shows. Yeah, there's only like 8 or 10 songs on there, and they all suck. I mean, they should have some kind of a selection, of different genres instead of, like dance, sleep, and rock. So you start all that first. Good morning. Oh, I'm feeling 100% better. I was real tired this morning, but I didn't get in bed till after midnight last night. I couldn't get tired. When I did lay down, I couldn't get comfortable. And I laid down probably about 1 and woke back up at 5. And no, I woke up at 4. And I came in here, and by 5 o'clock, I was sitting here dozing off, getting things prepared for tomorrow's video. So other than just being tired, I feel great. I feel awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing and tweeting, tweeting it out. Thank you, Wookie. I appreciate it, bud. Good morning, Ian. See, I'm getting some collar back. Is that some kind of a racial crack? The only collar I'm getting back is white. I couldn't believe myself in that video from yesterday. I'm sitting there looking at myself. It's like, my God, I do look like the oldest one here. Good morning, country girl. Ian hit 1K. Congratulations, bud. Congratulations. It's all downhill from there. People start watching the videos and everything, sharing the stuff out. Those 1,000, I mean, you figure a quarter of them are probably going to watch on a regular basis, but still, that's 250 people watching your videos and sharing them out and stuff, as long as you're making good videos. The rock selection sounds like a cheap instrumental copy of slightly heavier. It does. It does. 24 subscribers. It'll start growing again, Stephen, as soon as you, as soon as you guys find a permanent home base and you're able to start going out and singing again. You'll be amazed how fast it grows. Let's see, but yeah, I'll tell you all what, the investigation Saturday night was that was mind-boggling. For that teeny tiny little bookstore, there was a lot of activity. Morning, Mark. I figured you would be kicking back, resting, waiting until you can call the doctor. Oh, don't worry, Stephen. It will. It'll be all right. Good morning, Ty. Hope you're doing good, bud. We're working on some other investigations. I've been telling the guys when they talk to these business owners and stuff like that, we need to try to start pushing for Sunday or Monday evening investigations. I'm getting real tired. I'm getting real tired of going off and doing these investigations without Mark, but it's much like I told my wife. I have very little say in it when the business owners want to do them on certain nights. I wish all of them could be on Sunday or Monday night. I never want to go to. I never want to go off and do an investigation without Mark. Me and him have been together doing this since the beginning, and I've kind of got used to that. Heading out soon. Just wanted to say hi. Keep me in your prayers, dude. You're always in my prayers. Last year was a bad year for health, and dude, you're always in my prayers. You just get to your doctor, find out why you're running such a high temp, and let me know what's going on. Got the approval Friday for my media pass for the Great American Outdoor Show coming up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Should get some good time. Oh yeah, Rich, definitely so. That's kind of cool. Great American Outdoor Show. Wish we had something like that around here. And look, it's our first Russian porn bot of the day. Two doors down the hall, make an immediate turn, first door on your right. That's the Russian sex bot room. Mark was supposed to have a meeting this morning about the Studebaker, the former Studebaker mansion, which is now a museum and restaurant. But for some reason this morning, Mark has got a temperature of 103. So he is waiting to call his doctor to find out what his doctor wants him to do. So that's what's going on with Mark this morning. Sorry, I gotta go. Hope you get back for the end of this. We may be here for a while. Who knows? Fever or something. Yeah, it's not. You're right. I'm going to try to get everybody together tonight that was at the investigation on Saturday for an after investigation analysis. That be the girls' first live stream. I might have to do it a little bit later than normal because Randy normally works till 7 or 8. But I'm going to try to get it on there anyway, so everybody can discuss what they've seen. And who knows? We may actually play the video. During the live stream. If I can figure all that technical crap out. Should just be able to share the screen and do it. Who knows? Who knows? But like I said, it is Monday, guys. It is the last day of January. We're getting ready to start the second month of the year already. And here in 23 days, we are going to have the, what's the right way to say it? We are going to have a once in a century occurrence where the date will actually be 2/22/22. So we might try to do something epic for that. So how was everybody's weekend? What'd y'all do this weekend? everybody's so quiet? Pictures suck. 720 feet. Must just be the haze in the atmosphere. Cloud snow for 4 hours. Yeah, I heard you guys were getting it out there, man. I've been kind of concerned about all of you all on the East Coast. It sounds like you guys are just getting slapped around and called all kinds of dirty names over there. We're supposed to get it, unless the forecast changes, we're supposed to get it either Wednesday or Thursday. They're talking about blizzard-like conditions, major snowfall, lake effect, the whole shebang. So we'll see what happens. I did 3 nights of live streams, 2 hours Friday, over 5.5 hours Saturday, and 6 hours last night. Wonder why I didn't get notification for it. Hold on a second. Check this out. Huh. I'm subscribed. Sure got that was the problem. The bell personalized. It wasn't on all notifications. Now I won't miss any more of it. Hopefully. Sounds soothing. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound soothing. It's supposed to be, upbeat. Sadly enough, too loud. Well, let's see here. I can't judge how loud it is because I can't hear anything. I've got it down on like 30. There, and that's down on 17. But I still can't hear it, so I don't know how loud it is. When I put on my headphones, I can't hear me, so I can't tell if it's... Hold on a second. But I still can't hear it, so I don't know how loud it is. When I put on my headphones, I can't hear me, so I can't tell if it's... Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't even hear it on there. Good morning, Terry. You're looking for the right channel. I do my show on Unloaded Media. Friday was on a friend's channel half last night. But oh yeah, it was just on your channel under your name, Rich. I'll have to go and search out Unloaded Media. I may not have even, when I got a new channel set up, I may not have even looked for it and subscribed. I was so stressed that I may have just spaced Unloaded Media. But I'll go look after the stream's over and see if I can find it and go on and get subscribed to it and stuff. But yeah, like I said, guys, this is the last day of January already. It just seems like last week we were celebrating New Year's, and here we are starting February again. I don't know what I'm going to do for the 22nd. Like I said, that's a once every 100-year occurrence when all the numbers are the same. So on the 22nd, it'll be 2/22/22. So I'm going to try to figure out something really cool to do for that. Since I didn't see the previous one before it, and I won't see the next one, so we'll do something good for it this time. Cool. Thank you, Rich. I'll click on that puppy right now. Nope, I'm subscribed to it. Let me check the bell. Yep, all notifications. Huh, I'll be damned. Well, at least now I can go back and watch them later because I got absolutely nothing to do today. I think I might make a meatloaf or something for dinner tonight. After I get tonight's live stream set up with the rest of the crew. Groundhog's Day, February 2nd, spring around the corner. Um, I don't know if Puxatawny Phil's even able to get out of his den this year. He may be like snowed in. I've been seeing terrible pictures come out of the East Coast. February, short month, thank God. I like how you said that. February, short month, thank God, hate February. Thank God that you hate it. Thank God it's short. Or thank God we have a February. Hope everyone is staying warm. I'll tell you what, it is a balmy 22 degrees here right now. I went out, started the wife's car this morning, filled the reservoir back up with antifreeze. She's got a leak somewhere. We can't figure out where. And they want like $500 to go in there and start tracing all the lines to try to figure out where the leak's at. So I figure by the end of winter, we will have invested about $500 in antifreeze. She's buying a bottle of antifreeze about every 4 days at $15 a shot. So you do the math. "14 inches. I would say impressive. I don't know what we're supposed to have coming the end of this week. I know that as of 2 days ago, they were forecasting blizzard-like conditions, 4 days of snow, lake effect snow, the whole shebang. So God only knows what we're going to get this week. That's the cool thing about Michigan, and I say it all the time. When the storms come out of the east, come out of the west, or come out of the northwest, you never know what they're going to do until they get past the lake. It's all depending on the air temperature above the water and stuff. It'll either increase the storm or it'll deplete the storm. So you just never know until it hits the Michigan shore. Now, see, as for driving and trying to commute and stuff in lake effect snow, I agree with that, Rich. But lake effect snow is that. I mean, that's the snowman building snow. That's the tubing and the sledding snow. That's all that packing stuff. This other crap we get, you sneeze and you clear off your damn porch. It's so light and fluffy. Wasn't too bad. That light was the wind that was whipping. Yeah, the wind will get you, that's for sure. We're supposed to get 10 to 15 inches the next few days. Good morning, Drager. Just lurking, driving to work. It's all right. Lurk all you want, bud. This is not the time of the year to be trying to text and drive. I measured 12 inches on my property. Took a while with 44-inch plow, and my neighbor and me plowed out the neighbors. Well, that's cool. It's nice when neighbors help neighbors in situations like that. We get all that snow. This week we're supposed to get, I'll have to pick one day and do that for our elderly neighbor over here across the street, the little church lady that comes over and hangs out with grandma. I'll have to bundle up, get out there and dig her driveway out so she can get out of her garage to go to church and stuff, and dig out her front walkway so she can come over here and visit them. Thank God it's a short month. Kid's mom's birthday, February 4th. Got to finish my evaluation the 9th, hopefully quarters in February. 14th. 14th is going to suck. Yeah. I don't know why. You got your little buddy and you and her are close. I'd still get her a card. Just tell her how much you appreciate her being in your life and how much brighter it is because you get to share time with her. You guys have known each other for several years. Ain't nothing wrong with loving a person that you've known for half your life, that's for sure. Over half your life. I'm not a snow person. Lake effect snow is something I don't miss growing up in Pittsburgh. Shoveling it as a kid caused me to hate snow. The old guy in Frosty Returns was the hero. I can see all the snow I ever need on a TV. Okay, I'll give you guys that. Off there, get off there. Don't need stuff clogging up the screen. If I can get this after investigation analysis set up for tonight, guys, it's going to be very interesting. We will talk about the investigation, talk about what everybody was able to capture. We'll also talk about the editing process that we all use. The guys are completely blown away with the fact that I can go out and do an investigation and have the video up the next day, just only using my phone to film, produce, edit, upload, everything, when they all use computers and it takes them 4, 5, 6 days to get their editing process done. Poor Randy, he's been working so much that he's not even been able to get his Henderson Castle, his Hotel Nichols video up. We're also going to talk about a little myth called the ghost in the machine. Even I had issues working on the video yesterday. The editing program started malfunctioning. Every time I would get to a spot where I was editing around an EVP or something like that, the editing program would shut down. I would have to try to scoot all the way through the video to where I was at. It would let me work for 5 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, then all of a sudden it would shut down again, or the editing program would stop responding. And I had to shut the phone off, wait for 2 or 3 minutes, turn it back on, start the editing program. It was very, very funky. But we call that the ghost in the machine. It's like you bring home a little something in your electronics, and it wants to sit and play games with you like a little poltergeist or something, a little technogeist. Believe it or not, Rich, I actually caught that a few times back when it first started on television. And I watched a few of the DVDs on it. That's where I come up with the phrase, the ghost in the machine. You go out, you do a paranormal investigation, and something decides, oh, okay, well, I'm going to live in that little device right there for a little bit. And you bring it home with you and you start to work on your device, whether it's that program or your, perfect example. I was working on editing that yesterday morning. The wife messaged me, and she messaged me at 2 minutes after 12. She messaged me at 7 minutes after 12, 20 minutes after 12, and 22 minutes after 12 during her break. And all 4 messages came in at the same time at 22 minutes after 12, but they came in the opposite order. The earliest message she sent was the one that came in last, and I'm like, what? That makes no sense. And then she tried to call me a little bit later on Messenger. Since my phone's shut off, I can't get normal phone calls right now. She tried to call me on Messenger, and all it did was pop up, missed a call from Stephanie. It didn't even ring or anything. So I'm a fond believer in the ghost in the machine. Because it's really, really funny, because once you get the video all uploaded and everything, and you erase all the clips and everything you have on your device, you clean out the memory on it, shut the phone down, turn it back on, no more issues with the phone. And Rusty is firing up. Time to get the trash out, some other stuff. Good day. We'll see you later, Tony. Take care, bud. Rusty's firing up with today in history already. 1846, after the Milwaukee Bridge War, Juneautown and Kilbourne Town unified as the city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 1851, San Francisco Orphans Asylum founded, first in California. I'm guessing that's 1855, Western Railroad blocked by snow, much like Puxatawny Phil's den's going to be. 1861, state of Louisiana takes over U.S. Mint at New Orleans. Oh yeah, Candy, definitely. I'm already coffeeed out. It's 22 degrees here. I've got the fan on medium, and I am sweating my gozies. Be back. Got to get youngings to school. All right, bud. Give the youngings Uncle Drew's love, and tell them I'll see them as soon as we can get something arranged. Another good anime series is Ghost in the Shell. People having their souls transferred, androids, cybernet. I've seen Ghost in the Shell. I've seen it too. I get into the old ones, dude. I don't like the new stuff. My daughter does. She loves this newer anime stuff. I just can't get into it. Ghost in the Machine, Ghost in the Shell. Another one of my favorites was Vampire Hunter D. I loved Alucard's style. I thought about doing it for Halloween. Who knows? If I could actually get my body back in shape again, where it looks halfway decent, without a shirt on. My daughter wants me to do Unforgiven. From what's the name of that band? The ones that redone Sound of Silence here a few years ago. The metal band. If you go back into their older music, they had basically a man named Unforgiven that was their. He appeared in several of their videos. Cowboy Bebop is my favorite. It's a space western about a cat. I've watched Cowboy Bebop a couple times. I never really got into that one though. Disturbed. Thank you. That's it. That's it. She said with my cowls and stuff like that, and my chains that I have around here and stuff like that, that I would be really cool doing Unforgiven, but not with this body. If I could at least get back to a 50-inch chest again, and 36-inch waist. I'd be happy. I've got the 36-inch waist now, but sadly enough, my chest is not 50 inches. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Got a message about a pagan shooting a sheriff somewhere. Wow. Normally you don't see pagans playing with guns. That's unusual. Normally they're more of the bladed type of people. In 1862, astronomer Alvin Graham Clark makes first observation of Sirius B, first known white dwarf star, in Cambridgeport, Massachusetts, while testing his new telescope. You got the guns, the role play as a saint of killers from Preacher, but not the height. Same way I am with Alucard, dude. He was about 24 inches around and like 6'5", 6'6", something like that. Thank God for tall hats. When I was working for the gun range, we had an entire covenant come out and shoot. They worry about the future also. Good point. Good point. Pagans are the worst biker. Motorcycle covenant. Oh, those pagans. I thought you meant like pagan worshippers, not pagan motorcycle club. I've never heard of the pagans out here, but around here, our number one worst is the outlaws. We have outlaws all over my old stomping ground down in Indiana. Well, as a matter of fact, the outlaws were the one that sent the 2 underage girls into my buddy's bar with fake IDs, knowing that he was real big on the mid-20s girls. Well, these were mid-teens girls. And they were buying him drinks and got him completely snookered, hanging all over him and stuff, and took him back to his place and videotaped the whole thing. So he's now serving, and they had great IDs. They had professional IDs. Sadly enough, the girls vanished. They have no clue who they were. Rumors around town was the fact that they were 2 of the motorcycle club's daughters. So who knows? Let me see here. 1863, First Black Civil War Regiment, South Carolina Volunteers, mustered in the U.S. Army. 1865, Congress passes the 13th Amendment, abolishing slavery in America. 1865, General Robert E. Lee named Commander-in-Chief of Confederate armies during the U.S. Civil War. Pagans are big on the East Coast. Oh, okay. I never heard of them. Right now, Drew, me and my family are Red Roof in Aberdeen Hospital. Oh man, your dad. What's going on with him, Stephen? I knew he wasn't feeling very well, but what's going on with him? Good morning, Marco. Hope you're doing well today, mi amigo. I'm 6'1" with my boots on, with a 33-inch waist. Yes, you are. You little skinny mini. 1871, millions of birds fly over western San Francisco, darkening the sky. Pagans are the motorcyclists. Oh, okay. All right. 1874, Jesse James gang robs a train at Gads Hill, Missouri. He kept falling down. Yeah, I know you said something the other day about him falling down. I hope everything turns out all right. That's that's definitely not good. Thoughts and prayers are definitely with your dad, but that's you don't want to mess with that. That's why we called the EMTs a couple weeks ago when Grandma fell down. Now we make her use that walker. She better quit taking it or walking past us with it and then putting it down and running through the house without it. I'm gonna duct tape her hands to it. 1876, United States orders all Native Americans to move into reservations. About the time when I was 19, my mother's boyfriend wanted to join the pagans. I told him if he did, I'd kill him. Wow. (1895) Jose Marti and others leave New York City for invasion of Spanish Cuba. Yeah, it's really things wrong, with a parent or something like that. It just now you can't even tell that grandma was sick. She brushed through this thing. She even picked up a new subconscious habit, which is really funny. She used to sit around and play with her wedding ring, which she's lost so much weight. We had to put the little rubber sizer on it, the little curly Q pigtail thing on the bottom of it, just to keep it on her finger. I have to have two of them on hers. She's lost so much weight since her and Grandpa got married. And she used to sit and just twist it, and she would literally screw the little pigtail off of it. Then she'd get mad because her ring didn't feel right. And we'd look at it, and the little pigtail be completely screwed off the side of it. So since she was sick, since she had the COVID thing and was having trouble breathing, now whenever you give her inhaler, because she has COPD, whenever you give her inhaler and say, "Man, Grandma, you sound so much better now. You're breathing really, really good," she'll start going. It's like, will you stop? What are you over? You're going to hyperventilate and pass out. Then you'll just start breathing again, breathing normal again. 1905, Carol Wright appointed first commissioner of labor. 1911, Congress named San Francisco as Panama Canal opening celebration site. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Gentlemen outlaws in the West. Banks and stages without killing anyone. Yes, they were gentlemen outlaws, and they were very well dressed too. They all, the entire group was a very dapper bunch. 1920, Phi Beta Sigma fraternity incorporates at Howard University. Bum, bum, bum. 1928, Scotch tape. First marketed by 3M. Is it 3M? Yep, sure is. Scotch tape by 3M. Which is really kind of cool, because one of the Civil War events that we do over in Hartford City, Indiana, Hartford City Civil War Days, is right across the street from the 3M factory. Um, the CEO, president of the company, whatever you want to call him, actually came over 2 years ago to hang out with us and check out the event and stuff. Sat down, had some coffee with my first millionaire. Well, my first millionaire that I didn't personally know. 1930, first U.S. glider flight from a dirigible, Lakehurst, New Jersey, which is probably only 45 minutes from Rusty. Everything else that happens in New Jersey's usually about 45 minutes from Rusty. Pretty small place. 1932, U.S. Railway Union accept 10% wage reduction. In 1934, FDR devalues U.S. dollar in relation to gold at $35 an ounce. Yep. That's why Jersey would be a fun place to visit. You could see the whole state in like 3 days. 1936, Green Hornet radio show is first heard on WXYZ radio in Detroit. Let's go, amigo. I have stuff to do before going to work. All right, mi amigo. You have yourself a good day. Hope work is good for you. And we'll catch you Wednesday if we don't see you tonight. Let's roll, Cato. The Green Hornet gives me an idea for a video. Interesting dirigible fact. Nazi Germany was developing a dirigible that would carry airplanes, making it the first and only flying aircraft carrier. Hindenburg accident caused it to be canceled. Makes sense. (1948) magnetic tape recorder developed by Wireway. Never heard of that before. (1949) first daytime soap on TV. These Are My Children. NBC in Chicago. I wonder if that was the predecessor to All My Children. You know, the jet engine was invented in the 1920s. People thought it was inefficient to be used. Huh. So, keep her legs under control. Well, wrong network. I didn't know what network it was. I was never into the soap thing. I remember the only time I ever watched a soap opera was on Young and the Restless, back when Marlena was infected by the demon and she threw Stefano out a second-story window to the cobblestone driveway in front of the mansion. And the only reason I was into it was the demon costume they used was from an old Stephen King movie called Sleepwalkers. The cat demon costume. That was the same costume they used in Young and the Restless. So It's the only reason I watched it. I watched like 5 episodes during the whole demon infestation, and when it ended, I quickly walked away. 1950, U.S. President Harry Truman publicly announces support for the development of a hydrogen bomb. Dark Shadows. Dark Shadows was always a nighttime thing here, the same as Twilight Zone and Tales from the Dark Side. It was always on at night, so I had to sneak around to watch that when I was little. 1955, RCA demonstrates first music synthesizer. First jet engine was steam-powered, designed by an engineer during the Roman Empire. The emperor thought the engineer was a nutcase. They built years ago. They built it a few years ago, and it worked. Wow. 1957, 8 people on the ground in Pacoima, California, are killed following a mid-air collision between a Douglas DC-7 airliner and a Northrop F-89 Scorpion fighter jet. Yep. The Marriage of Luke and Laura on General Hospital. That was my mom's show. (1958) Jackpot Bowling premieres on NBC with Leo DeRocher as host. 1958, James Van Allen discovers radiation belts and finally found something to hold his britches up with. 1958, U.S. launches their first artificial satellite, Explorer 1. "10 years before I was born." About that. (1961) Ham the chimpanzee is first primate in space aboard Mercury Redstone. Yeah, out of Houston. 1961, Houston voters approve bond to finance luxury domed stadium. The old one's gone, the new one's there, and it is bigger and prettier and more luxurious than the old one was. The same engineer designed what would prove to be a working steam-powered locomotive-type vehicle. Ahead of his time, his job was designing steam-powered heating systems used by the rich during the empire. Wow. I did not know that. That is very cool. But in my defense, I don't exactly go for Roman history. That's one of my biggest complaints about the education system today, is they spend way too much time worrying about world history and don't spend enough time teaching the kids American history. Probably a good thing I didn't become a teacher. I wouldn't have a job very long because I wouldn't follow their criteria. My daughter didn't start learning history till this year in the 8th grade, and they spent 3 days studying the Civil War. They spent 1 day studying the French and Indian War, and 1 day studying the American Revolution, and 1 day studying the War of 1812. You can't cram that much history into a 1-hour class. 1961, U.S. Air Force launches Samos spy satellite to replace the U-2 flights. (1961) The Misfits premieres in New York City, final movie for both Clark Gable and Marilyn Monroe. (1962) General Charles P. Cabell, U.S. Air Force, ends term as Deputy Director of the CIA. In 1962, Samuel Gravely assumes command of destroyer escort USS Falgot, first African American to command a combat ship. In 1968, U.S. performs nuclear tests at that place out in the Southwest with, glowing Gila monsters and 85-pound tarantulas. 1969, Vice Admiral Rufus L. Taylor, United States Navy, ends term as Deputy Director of the CIA. They're just going through deputy directors like crazy, aren't they? 1970, Grateful Dead members busted on LSD charges. Only once? I will get back. I will. #1 in the chart, 1971. My Sweet Lord by George Harrison hits #1 on a UK pop chart. 1971, Apollo 14 launched first landing in lunar highlands. And the Lunar Highlanders all looked at it and went, "What the fuck is that?" Clark Gable was second highest ranking actor to serve in what would become the United States Air Force. Jimmy Stewart would eventually surpass him. Stewart retired as a major general. 1972, U.S. launches the HEOS A2 for interplanetary observation. That's kind of cool. (1975) Barry Manilow's single "Mandy" goes gold. John Lennon released a single #9, Dream. Welcome back, Ty. Oh, man, our weather forecast just changed drastically. It went from partly sunny and 23 degrees to 21 degrees and winter storm. I might need to go take a look outside. Gable was a colonel, both flew bombers in World War II. Stewart would also fly over Korea and Vietnam. I did not know that. Very cool. 1976, Love Roller Coaster by Ohio Players hits #1. And it just changed again to 21 and partly cloudy. That was a very short winter storm. When the Tide is High by Blondie. The tide is high and the boat is on. It's #1. Why? I wanna be your own. Well, Ty, I would have went and built a snowman if that winter storm had lasted more than 7 seconds. 1984, Edwin Newman retires from NBC after 35 years with the network. 1984, U.S. performs nuclear test at Nevada test site. And there we go. Okay. I was going to say, and time stopped at 84. I wish time stopped when I went into high school. 1986, Maryland to Minneapolis. First female recipient of an artificial heart receives a donor. 1987, United Steelworkers Union ratified a concessionary with USX Corp. Not enough. We've only probably got 4 inches of snow left out there, 5 inches from last week's snow. 1988, barge sinks near Anacortes, Washington, spills 70,000 gallons of oil. And asked about his role in Strategic Air Command, Stewart said it was one of the easiest roles he had. Said he basically just had to play himself. Makes sense. Yeah, it was 23 here, then it dropped, said winter storm, and right after I said, hey, winter storm, it switched back to partly cloudy. Miller, the commitment of government to deal with the population issue is, of course, essential in many ways to deal with the death rate increase. American Military, 30 March 81. Hello, Gloria. Welcome. Good to see you this morning. Very, very, very good point, too. Sadly enough, I think they believed in that. I think they believed in that a long time before 81. Iraq sought clearance for a gift, $94 million in humanitarian aid to homeless and the wretched. Americans living in poverty. Washington dismissed Iraq's gift as ridiculous and non-essential. Wow. 37 in Alabama. Ooh. I'm trying to wake up. If you guys will excuse me for a second, I hear Grandma up walking around. I got to go check on her real quick, make sure she takes her pills and stuff, give her an inhaler, keep going, and I will be right back in just a minute. All right. Now I get to catch up. I'm about to go change command, step away for a few, be back. Commitment to government to deal with population issues, of course, essentially. Okay, yep. 1930 or 37 here. And we use to change channel. What do I need to change the channel to? Man, I'll tell you what, one way or another, I'm going to find a way to, matter of fact, let me see here. We're going to stop that. And we're going to mute this. And we're going to come over here. And we are going to do this. And we're going to come down to this. Come over here. Come over here. And we're going to find our own music. Down, 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 down. Right there. There we go. Got a little bit of Celtic music playing in the background. Is that better? Can you hear that? Is that better? Playing golden. You know, I really wish I could find like old piano, especially, when we are doing. Good morning, Gary. Good to see you, bud. I really wish I could find old piano and stuff like that. Sadly enough, the selections of copyright-free music that I have at my access is limited. I typed in copyright-free um, old west music, and there was like one, and it was a 3-minute song. But I found an hour and a half long uh, copyright-free Celtic music. So, how are you doing today, Gary? Just getting over the sickness. I got over it myself just a few days ago, bud. I went to the doctor be 3 weeks ago this coming Wednesday, and I actually broke down, because of my health and my age, my wife's grandmother being here with us at her age, and I went and got the shot, took the test. I tested, uh, I tested negative, just fine. And the next day, Grandma woke up, was all stumbly. She fell down. Wife took her to the hospital, and she tested positive. And the wife picked up 2 homes, and my wife tested positive, and my daughter tested negative. So, the wife was off work for about a week, and it took Grandma about a week and a half to get over it. But I started getting sick taking care of Grandma all the time. So believe you me, I know about the getting sick thing, the stomach cramps, the headache, the body ache, no taste, no smell, diarrhea, no appetite because there's no taste to anything. So you're just as good eating Campbell's chicken noodle soup as you are some really nice meal because it's just there. Remember the old Golden Grams commercial where they used golden slippers and added words about the cereal? No, not off the top of my head. Not off the top of my head. I mean, if I seen it again, I'd probably remember it. It sucks. Had it 4 times now. Vaccinated fully. Remember you mentioned it. Yeah, it was. But I'm back up to par now. I'm just tired all the time. Probably because I can't sleep at night. But my wife kind of likes me being there with her when she sleeps, so I put in my 3 or 4 hours of sleep and get up, and she don't even care if I'm sleeping as long as I'm in the room with her when she goes to sleep. I just doubled up on the vanilla cream in my coffee, and then I could taste it. Yep, sweet Italian cream's my thing. Yeah, I heard the tiredness lasts a while. Of course, I've got the second vaccination to worry about. Everybody's told me that's the one that'll kick your butt. So I'm trying to get as rested up and everything as I need to get before I get that phone call that it's time to take the second. I personally don't want my butt kicked. My ex-husband and his family has the big C for the second time. Oh, geez. Yeah, see, we don't know if I had the big C or if I just had the flu. Um, but I had a lot of the symptoms of the big C. So who knows? Well, influenza about a month ago. I was so stuffed up I couldn't smell or taste anything. Exactly. Yeah. Second one is horrible. Booster is easy. Okay. But at least I got easy to look forward to. I'll accept easy. But I'm glad you're feeling better, Gary. I know it's hard going out and doing stuff like we do when you don't even feel like getting up out of your bed. And if you do make it up out of your bed and get into a chair, you don't want to get up out of the chair. But we have peeps that rely on us for entertainment. So you know, muster up the strength, muster up the will, pay for it later. They took the rapid home test. It was negative. Went to the hospital. Tested positive. Yeah, I got tested at the doctor, and it negative. So, but the wife wanted to order tests online, have them delivered, but they said they weren't even going to do. They weren't even going to send the tests out till probably the 1st or 2nd of February. It's like, well, hell, we'll either be better or dead by then. Told her, I said, money's tight. Don't even worry about that stuff. My wife just got the second shot a week ago. She missed a couple of days of work from it. Good thing she had a good supply of PTO saved up. Yeah, tell me about it. We're actually going to try to use the wife's PTO time this year to go to Tennessee. Not only am I going to do some metal detecting down there in the old trails and stuff, because, well, you guys know my mom and dad live right in between Chattanooga and Nashville. So a lot of those old mountain trails and stuff like that were used for troop movement. And there were skirmishes here and there and everywhere. So, and Morgan's Raiders, when they rode out of Tennessee, they rode out of Sparta, Tennessee, which is just a few miles west of mom and dad's place. So we got all the old trails and stuff going up that way that I'm going to be metal detecting and doing some paranormal stuff at too. So that's what we're saving that PTO time for. So she can get off. We can go down there and spend a week or so in Tennessee. I'm still up and down on temperature, but I'm doing detecting today anyways. I had 104.2 or 104 2 days ago. Yeah, my buddy Mark that goes out and does the paranormal stuff with me, he's at 103 this morning. And he messaged me right before the live stream started and told me he was at 103. He was waiting to hear from the doctor to find out what they want him to do. Fortunately, I live alone and retired. Can't be near elderly mother, which is hard, but must be safe. Exactly. Exactly. Sadly, I'm the only one to take care of my wife's grandmother. So I get sick or she gets sick. Yeah, it's not good. Either I'm catching it from her or she's catching it from me. Luckily, this time I caught it from her. But nobody else in the family, they're not around to uh, help out. It's just me, my wife, and our daughter that takes care of the house and grandma and everything else. AKA Candy Cane. Anything over 140, our nurse said get to the hospital. Yeah, it's not good when the temp gets up there. It'll start baking the brain. It's bad. The breathing or congestion. Good, good. Yep. I'm gonna go over and make sure I got Gary too. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah. Drive. Yep. Most definitely do. Cool, cool, cool. Where are you? Where are you going to be detecting at today, Gary? Oh, cool. Never been to Lake Tahoe. Always thought that'd be kind of cool. Check it out. If nothing else, just see how the people who have money spend it. I had to borrow $1 off the guys on Saturday night just to get something to drink. Starting over the channels. Sucks. Went from getting a paycheck every month from the channel and everything, the subscribers and the videos, and to starting over from scratch all over again. Somebody actually messaged me the other day about buying one of my guns off of me. It's like, uh, really wanna. Sadly enough, they wanted to buy Grumpy. We'll get buried with that shotgun. I could never own a place or own a place in some place like Lake Tahoe. That's just not my speed. I'm too thrifty with my money. It's like I always told my wife, even if I ever won the lottery, I'd put the money in the bank and live off the interest. I wouldn't. I couldn't do it. That's why when I get donations and stuff like this, like that on here, I just based on how much it is, I look for new equipment for paranormal. I need to get a few more pieces for my metal detecting. I want to get a wand and a little sifter and stuff. Um, and then my paranormal equipment, like an EM pump and an SP7 spirit box. Um, Other than that, I set the rest of it back for the conventions. Like we have 3 conventions that we're not just attending them, we're going to take part in them this year. So I have to get a banner made, and I'm going to try to get a bunch of our videos burnt onto DVD so we can play them on the big screen TV behind us, so people can see what we do um, on our investigations. So I plan on, even if I don't find anything, the scenery brings the world to my videos. Very true. Very true. That's one thing I love about filming out at places. I mean, I can do anything on a green screen except show people what it really looks like. I plan on getting me a metal detector one day. 21, at least 15, 20 years. Hopefully, I'll get one when I'm about 100 years old and see what I can find. Very, very cool. Very cool. I've wanted one for years. And Santa Claus finally broke down this year and got me a National Geographic model. I mean, it's not top of the line, but it's not bottom of the line either. It's a nice little digital detector. So this year, we start to, or since I have the map of the original homesteads here in the county, um, from the late 18th, early 19th century. Um, Hopefully, we'll be able to get out this year and start hitting some of those old homestead sites to see what we can still find. Gotta watch it for it. I have a 3-hour drive to get there. I could never afford to live there. Yep, I always heard Tahoe was like top of the line when it comes to your Richie folk. And I couldn't live someplace like that. Even if I had the money, I couldn't live someplace like that. Very high dollar area. Yep, that's what I always heard and kind of visually seen. I gotta slow down on these things, man. I mean, 25 or $24 for a box isn't bad, but yeah, Amazon, Amazon's got some great deals on machines. eBay has some great deals on machines. But I think I would actually, when it comes to buying equipment, I would deal with Amazon because it's guaranteed brand new when you're getting it off Amazon. I've ordered too many things off eBay in the past, and it says brand new, and you get it, and it's dirty, or you can tell that it's been wrapped on somebody's kitchen table and not by a machine in a plant somewhere. Oh, looks like we got about 23 minutes left. So, but we have the guys working on multiple avenues to our next investigations. Mark was supposed to have a meeting with the people for the Studebaker Museum in South Bend. Um, we are also looking at the old Studebaker Mansion, which is now a museum and I think it's a four-star restaurant. We are also looking at Hacienda Mexican Restaurant in Mishawaka, Indiana. Um, they have had decades of reported activity in there, both by patrons and employees. Then, of course, our Masonic lodges and our other hotels. So, if we can get dates set, we're good. Hey, Carson, good to see you, buddy. Found you buy from top sellers on eBay with plenty of reviews. I try to, Rich. I keep my eyes open for the top sellers when I have the money to get stuff. I'm using MindLab Equinox 800 and 600, but I had a macro simplex. Excellent machine you can get for about 340 on sale. That's not bad. Yeah, I also want to. One thing I want to start doing this summer when we have a chance, when it gets nice again, is start going over to the beaches. Since we are right at the southern tip, only 40 minutes away from the southern tip of the Michigan Triangle, over 150 recorded shipwrecks in the last 200 years. Um, they've had all kinds of stuff wash ashore. There's one place here in Michigan that actually has an entire ship skeleton that washed ashore, and only certain times of the year can you see a lot of the woodwork. Um, the rest of the time, it's covered up by the sands of Lake Michigan. But um, people have found silver on the beaches. People have found gold on the beaches. People have found silver coins dating back to the late 18th century. So let's see here. 1991, Robert Gibson flies record 27,040 feet. 1992, MTA raised tolls on most New York City bridges from $2.50 to $3. 1994, Dow Jones hits record 3,978.36. Michigan is great for detecting, Gary. You are correct on that. 1995, President Bill Clinton authorizes $20 billion loan to Mexico to stabilize its economy. My old laptop, I got refurbed when it was new. Would have been $2,200 from Dell. I paid $16. Not bad. Not bad at all. 2000, Alaska Airlines Flight 261 MD-83 experiences horizontal stabilization problems. Crashes in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Point Mugu. Point Mugu. Waldo! Waldo! California, killing all 88 persons on board. 2006, Alan Greenspan retires as chairman of the Federal Reserve. 2006, U.S. Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor retires and is replaced by Samuel Alito. 2017, U.S. President Donald Trump fires Attorney General Sally Yates after she instructs Justice Department officials not to defend Trump's travel ban. Well, that was just wrong. You don't go against the president from one federal office to another federal office because word's always going to get back to it. You ought to get with Thornhaven Manor, come down here and do your investigation. We've been looking. All right, Gary, you take care of yourself, bud, and be safe. And I'll be watching for that new video when it comes up. Looks like I got a few of them to look at. I didn't have little red bars at the bottom of them, so I got to start looking at some of them. Carson, I have checked so many places back down in Indiana, around Hartford City and Fort Wayne and stuff like that. And people want a mint to come down there and investigate. And I don't have the tonight a new one. Cool. I'll be watching, bud. Um, they we called one place here a couple months ago. They wanted $350 to come down and investigate, and but they didn't have anything available until August, September. They said their summer was packed already. So, I mean, people are throwing the money out to do it. Let them do it. I don't have it. I gotta upgrade equipment anyway. I've I'm running into too many issues with the spirit box and stuff that I have. If you guys watched the video yesterday, um, I charged all of the equipment up. Everything was at 100% when we left the house. I pulled the spirit box out to use it at the bookstore, and it was at 2%. So, and that was one of four pieces of equipment that all of us had battery drainage on. That was at 100% when we got there. So I have got to upgrade my equipment before I do any more huge investigations. And I ain't found the goose that lays golden eggs yet. But yeah, I'm always looking, Carson, about getting back down that way. The guys have even suggested doing the catacombs under Indianapolis, all the old tunnels and stuff. But it's getting a hold of the right people to get the approval. And yeah, Sleepy Hollow Road down there by Indy, where Wookiees located at. There's a lot of great places I'd like to go, but I don't have that financial backing to get a hotel or a motel room or something overnight for long distance trips, getting the equipment that I need, things like that. So I was talking about going all the way down to southern Illinois to do Cave in Rock, where the Hart brothers hid out with the river pirates from the Ohio River, where they used to, where the harps would kill people that they captured and stuff. Um, but it's camping for the night, food, all that kind of stuff. Not to mention gas and stuff. Getting all the way down there and back. Columbia City, yeah. Columbia City's got a lot of activity. I actually used to attend a powwow at Columbia City every Labor Day. Just watch out for the horseman. Wait, yeah, wrong. Sleepy Hollow. He's in New York. Another place I'd like to come. But there's going to be like 6 or 8 of us. Carson is the problem. There'd be like 6 or 8 of us coming. There's a haunted bridge here somewhere, but can't remember where at. Again, Kentucky, amazing place, a lot of history. I got a yard and a lift in the garage. Loft, okay, loft in the garage, loft in the garage. Okay. I was starting to say you got to keep your car off the lift long enough for them to sleep on it. Sleepy Hollow Road on your messenger. Okay, sounds good, Wook. The bridge itself might be a ghost. Move around. Yeah, never thought about that. Maybe it's a ghost bridge. It's a free roaming vapor bridge or something. Yes, I'm going live tonight, Stephen. I am going live tonight. Did you ever go to Mount Juan Mansion with me? No, no, I never went there with you. All right, Stephen. Sounds good, bud. It just popped up. Whoop. Wish that place was still there. Man, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of places back down there in our old stomping ground that I wish were still around. I would love to go to some of them now that I have a huge interest in doing that kind of stuff. I wish there was a lot of places down that were still around. Oh man, 9 minutes left. God, morning just flying off. But yeah, there's a lot of places that I'm looking into. I'm looking into possibly getting investigations and stuff in, or even just metal detecting. It just Rick tore it down and put a big house out there. Even took out the remains of what was basically a town. Oh wow, that's crazy. As soon as we figure out how to get my computer fixed, I add you on my volume 2 album. All right, Steven. Sounds good. You know I'll jump on there and play. But yeah, I am planning on being live tonight, guys. I have got to get with the rest of the group that was at the bookstore on Saturday night, see if we can do an after investigation analysis on what everybody got at that investigation, um, what they have found in editing so far. I may even try to get the two cameramen on. Who knows? Since they were doing most of the filming and they were the ones sitting there watching. John, of course, had his um, production camera on site with the rear monitor on it, where he could sit and monitor every little detail of what he recorded. Maybe if you find some perfect country duets. Okay, Stephen. Sounds good. What did you find from your end? Oh, I found a lot. Look, I put the video up last night. Um, as I was saying early off in the live stream, Tommy and Randy and all of them are amazed that I can film, produce, edit, an upload off my phone in less than 24 hours when it takes them days to get all their editing and stuff done and get the video uploaded. Oh yeah. This place was one of the most active places we have ever investigated. I mean, constant interaction, constant EVPs, constant. Um, the girls were having deal or having physical contact. Um, they were seeing things. We done the Estes method or the Estes, the Estes method uh, when we were there. I went under with the headphones and stuff on, and I had our new medium girl Heather. She was sitting to my right side watching over me, and she seen something move on the other side of the bookshelf between the books, and it got all the way into the to the end of the bookshelf, and the paranormal music box went off. So something had moved down there and broke that beam on the box. But right when she seen it, Tommy even made the remark that he heard something move over there, but was too busy paying attention to my responses on the Estes. Joe had Santee on a new album. Santee, I don't know if Santee sings or not. I think he does a little bit. Anyone get touched? Yes. Yes, people got touched. I early off in the investigation, I was having sharp pain down here, right above my waistband on the left side, and I actually, at one point in time, took my coat off and asked the entities there to touch me again, and they did. So the girls were touched. One of the owner's niece was there with them, with the owner and his wife. When we were doing the Estes method, she felt something touch her leg while she was sitting there watching it or standing there watching it. So it was, yeah, I know. I need to get a music box. I need to get an SP7 ghost box, and I want to pick up some of the cat balls. Like I said, I need to update my equipment. I've got my equipment is just some of it. I don't like how it's battery ran. So it drains too easy when you have active spirits. It drains like in minutes. It's gone. Like I said, we lost 4 devices Saturday night that were fully charged when we got there, and by the time the guys got them out, just like my voice or my ghost box that I was going to pull out. I pulled it out. It was at 100% when I left the house. An hour later, being shut off, mind you, in my briefcase, it was at 2% when I turned it on. John lost his microphone for his big camera. Batteries completely gone in it in seconds. He was down there. He was down there filming the whole time in the basement where the body cooler and stuff was at when it was a funeral home. And we didn't realize until afterwards that his mic had been dead for the entire time we've been down there. The box is about the necrophonic app. Yep. Mike, good to see you, bud. It's been forever, man. Hope you're doing well. Everybody here is good, alive and kicking. Yeah, it was a cool investigation. Like I said, it was one of the best investigations we have ever done. Constant interaction. Constant. I couldn't believe how much interaction we were getting. And what's really bad is a lot of it we weren't even finding until I started editing. put the headphones on, plugged everything into the word recognition system, where if you're just listening to it on your device without the headphones on, you're hearing noises cutting into the static. But when you plug in the word recognition system, then it starts to pick words out of that static. So it was very, very cool. But all right, guys, it is that time. It is 10 o'clock. It is time for me to get humping on everything else I have to do today. We will be here tonight. Now, whether it's just me alone or I have the whole crew from Saturday night remains to be seen. But I'm going to try to work some magic. So you guys all have a great Monday. Take care of yourselves. Try to have a little bit of fun today for those of you that don't have to work. And we'll catch you guys tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for some more hoops and giggles. But until then, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. And we'll catch you guys on down the road. Y'all take care. See you later, brother.